Hello, everyone. Welcome back to MotivEnglish, the place where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Alex.
Hi, Alex. Hi, everyone. I'm Emma. It's so great to see you all again.
Yes, it's wonderful to be here with you, Emma, and with all our amazing learners. How are you today?
I'm fantastic, thank you. I had a very nice morning. It was calm and quiet. And you, Alex?
I'm doing really well, too. My morning was busy but good. I had coffee, read a little, and went for a short walk.
That sounds lovely. A busy but happy morning is always a good start.
Absolutely. Speaking of the morning, Emma, it just reminds me, everything we did this morning is already in the past, and today that is exactly what we are going to talk about.
Oh, that's right. Today's topic is the past tense, how we talk about things that happened before now.
Exactly. It could be yesterday, last week, last weekend, or even just this morning. Talking about the past is very important in English because it helps us share stories about our day.
Yes, and don't worry if it feels a little tricky at first. We'll go slowly, step by step, and give you lots of examples.
That's right. And before we start, a small reminder for all our listeners. If you enjoyed this episode, please click the like button, subscribe to MotivEnglish, and share this video with your friends and family. It really helps our channel grow.
Thank you so much for your support. It means a lot to us.
Okay, Amra, are you ready to start our adventure into the past?
I'm ready. Let's go. Talking about the past is fun, and by the end of this episode, our listeners will be able to tell simple stories about their day in English.
Fantastic. Let's start with something very simple, something we use every day. The verb to be in the past tense.
Speaking of my morning, Alex, everything I just told you about my morning is already in the past.
That's right, Emma. And today, that is exactly what we are going to talk about, the past tense.
Yes, the past tense is how we talk about things that already happened. It could be yesterday, last week, or even a few minutes ago.
Absolutely. We use the past tense all the time when we share our experiences, tell stories, or talk about our day.
And it's very important for real life. Imagine talking to a friend about yesterday. You need the past tense to explain what you did.
Exactly. For example, you could say, I walked in the park yesterday, or I ate breakfast this morning. Without the past tense, these sentences wouldn't make sense.
That's true. And the good news is learning it is not difficult if we go step by step.
Yes, we will start with the easiest part first, something we use every day, the verb to be in the past tense, was and were.
Perfect. We use was when we talk about I, he, she, or it, and were when we talk about you, we, or they.
And by learning this, our listeners will be able to say where they were and how they felt in the past.
Exactly. You can tell stories like, I was at home yesterday, or we were happy last weekend.
And that's just the beginning. Later, we'll talk about action verbs too, so you can tell a full story about your day.
Yes, by the end of this episode, everyone will be able to describe their day, their weekend, or even their last holiday in English.
That sounds exciting. Are you ready to dive in, Emma?
I'm ready. Let's start learning the past tense step by step.
All right, Emma, let's start our journey into the past. The first thing we need to talk about is the verb to be in the past. It's very simple, but very important.
Yes, so for the present, we use am, is, are, right? Today I am happy, Alex. Today the weather is sunny, and we are at home. That's present tense.
Exactly, Emma. Now, when we talk about the past, am and is change to was, and are changes to were. For example, I was happy yesterday, the weather was cloudy yesterday, and we were at the park.
Ah, I see. So if I say I am at home now, for yesterday I would say I was at home yesterday. Simple.
Perfect. And for feelings too, it works the same. I am tired now, but yesterday I was tired after a long day.
And for you, Alex, where were you yesterday evening?
Yesterday evening, I was at the supermarket. I bought some fruits and a sandwich. How about you?
I was at home cooking dinner. It was a quiet evening and I was very relaxed. So we see was and were tell us about places and feelings in the past.
Right. And remember, we used was for I, he, she, it, and were for you, we, they. Like you were happy, we were at the park, they were busy.
Got it. And it's really simple when we just replace the word. Present to past, am/is becomes was, are becomes were. That's all.
Now, let's move on to regular verbs. These are action words like walk, talk, cook, or play. The rule is simple. To make them past tense, we just add ed at the end.
Okay, so if I say, today I walk in the park, for yesterday I would say, yesterday I walked in the park.
Exactly. And here's another one. Today I talked to you, Emma. Yesterday I talked to my friend on the phone.
Ah, yes, and watch. Today I watch TV in the evening. Yesterday I watched TV. I watched a funny show and I laughed a lot.
Fantastic. That's a perfect example. And listen, many verbs just need ed. Cooked, walked, talked, played.
Yes, so I can say, yesterday morning I cooked breakfast, I cleaned the table, and I played music while eating. It's simple, natural, and sounds like a real story.
Exactly, Emma. And that's the point. When we talk about the past, we want it to sound like a story. Now, let's look at irregular verbs. These are a little different.
Right. Irregular verbs don't follow the ed rule. They change in special ways. For example, the verb go. Today I go to work. Yesterday I went to work.
Perfect. Went is the past of go. Another common irregular verb is eat. Today, I eat an apple. Yesterday, I ate an apple.
And drink. Today I drink water. Yesterday I drink water. I see the pattern, Alex. Irregular verbs are different, but once you know them, they're easy to use.
Yes, and let's try one more. See. Today, I see a bird. Yesterday, I saw a bird. And take. Today, I take a bus. Yesterday, I took a bus.
I like this. It's like a puzzle. You just remember which verbs are regular and which are irregular, and then you can tell your whole day in the past.
Exactly. And don't worry about mistakes. It's okay if you make small errors at first. People will still understand you. The goal is to practice talking.
That's right. And soon, describing your day, your weekend, or even your last holiday will feel natural. You'll mix was, were, regular verbs, and irregular verbs without thinking.
Fantastic. And just to recap, the regular verbs just need ed. Cooked, walked, talked, played. Irregular verbs went, ate, drink, saw, took, came, had. And was and were for states and locations.
Perfect recap. Now we have the tools to start making small sentences about our past, and then we can combine them into stories.
Exactly. And that's what makes learning fun. Step by step, word by word, story by story. Soon our listeners will feel confident sharing their experiences in English.
Yes, and in the next part, we'll start building mini stories, combining everything we've learned so far, regular verbs, irregular verbs, and was, were, all together.
All right, Emma, now it's time to put everything we've learned into practice. Let's start with something small. Yesterday, where were you in the morning?
Yesterday morning, I was at home. I cooked breakfast and drank coffee. It was peaceful. How about you, Alex?
I was at the park. I walked around and saw many birds. I listened to music while walking. It was really relaxing.
That sounds lovely. So we see we can use was, were for places and feelings, and ed for the actions we did. Simple sentences like I cooked, I walked, I listened.
Exactly. Let's try adding an irregular verb now. Yesterday, I went to the supermarket. I bought some fruits and a sandwich. Then I saw my friend there.
Perfect. And I can say, I took the bus to the park. I saw children playing football. I laughed at their funny moves.
Yes, that's a great way to combine regular and irregular verbs. Walked, saw, laughed, took. It's all in one story.
Okay, let's make it a little longer. Yesterday afternoon, I went to the cafe. I ordered a coffee and a cake. I sat near the window and read a book. It was quiet and calm.
Nice. I went to the library. I studied English and wrote some notes. I met a friend and we talked about our plans for the weekend. It was very helpful.
So we see how short sentences can grow into longer stories. We can mix was, were, regular verbs, and irregular verbs naturally.
Exactly. Let's try a full story. Yesterday, I woke up early. I ate breakfast and took a shower. Then I went to the park. I walked and saw many dogs playing. I laughed a lot. Later, I took the bus home and cooked lunch.
That's perfect, Alex. I can tell mine too. Yesterday, I visited my parents. I was very happy to see them. I helped my mom cook dinner. We ate together and drank juice. Then we watched a movie. It was really fun.
Excellent. Now, try telling a story about your day last weekend. Use as many past verbs as you can. Start with short sentences, then add more details.
Sure. Last Saturday, I woke up early. I walked to the market and bought vegetables. I saw my neighbor and talked to her. I cooked lunch and ate with my family. In the evening, we watched a comedy movie. It was hilarious. I laughed a lot.
Fantastic. Look at that. We used was, were, I was happy, regular verbs, walked, talked, cooked, laughed, irregular verbs, bought, ate, saw. Everything fits perfectly in one story.
Yes, and it doesn't feel hard. When we tell stories, we just remember the verbs and mix them naturally. That's how we practice the past tense every day.
Exactly. Mini stories like these help us remember the verbs better, and soon our listeners will be able to tell their whole day, weekend, or holiday in English with confidence.
I love that. And remember, listeners, start small. 1 or 2 sentences first, then slowly make your story longer. The more you practice, the easier it becomes.
Yes, short sentences first. I woke up. I ate breakfast. I went to the park. Then longer. I woke up early. I walked to the park, saw children playing, and laughed a lot. Later, I took the bus home and cooked lunch.
Exactly. And mixing was, were, regular verbs, and irregular verbs makes the story sound natural, like a real conversation.
Great. Now, everyone listening, take a moment and try telling your mini story about yesterday or last weekend. Start with 3 sentences, then add more details.
Yes, and don't worry about mistakes. It's better to practice and speak than stay quiet. Each time you tell a story, you get better.
That's right. And soon, you'll notice it feels natural to talk about your day in the past tense. Step by step, story by story, you'll get there.
So remember, start small, use was, were, add your regular verbs, sprinkle in some irregular verbs, and build your mini story. That's how we practice past tense naturally.
Emma, I think one of the most important things for our listeners to remember is this. It's absolutely okay to make mistakes.
Yes, Alex. Mistakes are a natural part of learning English. Nobody speaks perfectly when they are starting out, and that's completely fine.
Exactly. The goal is communication, not perfection. If your friend or teacher can understand you, then you are already succeeding.
That's so true. Many learners worry too much about grammar or pronunciation, but what really matters is that you express your ideas and share your stories.
Right. Look at our mini stories. You might make a small mistake like saying, I goed to the park instead of I went to the park, but everyone will still understand what you mean.
And every time you speak, you practice the past tense, learn from your errors, and improve naturally. Mistakes are actually helpful.
Yes, and here's another tip. Try speaking out loud as much as possible. Speak to yourself, speak to a friend, or even record your voice. The more you practice, the more confident you become.
Exactly, Alex. And don't compare yourself to others. Everyone learns at their own pace. The important thing is that you are practicing and trying.
I love that. So if you forget a verb or use the wrong form, just correct yourself and keep going. Don't stop talking. That's how real learning happens.
Yes. For example, if you want to say, yesterday I eated an apple, just pause and correct, I ate an apple, and continue. That's perfect practice.
And another secret is storytelling helps a lot. Even small stories give you real opportunities to use past tense verbs and build confidence.
Yes, so try telling your day or your weekend in English. Start with simple sentences, then slowly add more details. With each attempt, you get stronger.
And remember, listeners, English is a tool to share your thoughts. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to speak, express, and connect.
That's exactly it. When you focus on communication, you naturally start using verbs correctly. Was, were, walked, talked, went, ate, they all come more easily with practice.
Absolutely. And it's exciting. Each time you speak, you are improving a little more. Mistakes are just stepping stones on your journey to fluency.
Yes, and don't forget to celebrate small wins. If you tell a mini story without stopping or remember an irregular verb, that's progress. Be proud of yourself.
Right. Confidence grows with action. The more you speak, the more natural it feels. And soon you won't think about the grammar, it just comes out.
Exactly, Alex. And remember, our goal in this podcast is to help you feel confident speaking English in real life, not just memorizing rules.
So, everyone listening, take a deep breath. Relax. Make your story about yesterday or last weekend and speak freely. Mistakes are welcome here.
That's right. Speak loud, speak proud, and remember, every attempt is a step forward. Don't fear mistakes. Embrace them as part of your learning.
And every time you share a story, even a short one, you're practicing English naturally. You're learning past tense, new verbs, and how to communicate.
Yes, and over time, your confidence will grow, and speaking English will feel natural. That's the real goal, to speak without fear, to share your ideas, and to enjoy the process.
Exactly. So, listeners, start small, speak often, and remember, it's okay to make mistakes. Communication is more important than perfection.
Perfectly said, Alex. Keep speaking, keep practicing, and soon you'll see how far you've come. Confidence is built one word, one sentence, one story at a time.
Emma, now it's time to invite our amazing listeners to join the conversation. Interaction is a key part of learning English.
Absolutely, Alex. Listeners, we want to hear from you. Tell us about your day or your last weekend. Don't worry about making mistakes. Just try to use past tense verbs.
Yes, start simple if you like. For example, you can write, I went to the park, or I ate pizza with my family, or I watched a movie. Short sentences are perfect to begin with.
And if you feel confident, you can make longer stories. For instance, yesterday I woke up early, walked to the market, saw my neighbor, bought vegetables, and cooked lunch. It was fun. See how it mixes was, were, regular verbs, and irregular verbs?
Exactly. This is a safe space. We love reading your comments and seeing you practice English. Every comment is a chance to improve and feel more confident.
And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. The goal is to communicate, to share your story, and to practice the past tense naturally.
That's right. So go ahead, type a comment below. Tell us one thing you did yesterday or last weekend. Start small, then maybe add more details.
Yes, we'll read them, and maybe we'll even discuss some of your sentences in the next episode. That's a great way to see real-life English in action.
Now, before we finish, let's quickly review what we learned today. We started with was and were for feelings and locations, then practiced regular verbs with ed, and finally learned common irregular verbs like went, ate, drank, saw, took, came, and had.
We also practiced using them in mini stories, starting short and then making longer natural stories. And most importantly, we emphasized confidence over perfection. Mistakes are welcome.
Exactly, Emma. The key takeaway, focus on communication. Tell your stories, practice past tense verbs, and don't be afraid to make small mistakes. That's how you improve.
And now, listeners, it's your turn. Share your past day stories. Mix in was, were, regular verbs, and irregular verbs, and practice as much as you can. Every little story helps you grow.
Finally, thank you all so much for joining us today. We hope you feel inspired to practice and share your English. Your support means a lot.
Yes, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with anyone learning English. Your engagement keeps this community growing.
And remember, Every story you tell, every comment you write is a step forward in your English journey. Be proud, keep practicing, and enjoy learning.
Exactly. Stay positive, stay motivated, and know that every small effort counts. You are improving every single day.
We'll see you in the next episode, ready for more English fun, more stories, and more learning. Keep talking, keep practicing, and keep smiling.
Goodbye for now, everyone. Have a wonderful day and happy English learning.